Good morning. Welcome to another weekly vlog. Welcome to Tuesday. I'm going to be all mixed up with the days all week this week. Yesterday was a bank holiday. I didn't film, but I hope everybody had a lovely Easter weekend. Ours was lovely, but super busy until Easter Monday when we had an entire day to ourselves at home, which, my goodness me, we needed it. It's very, very social. We saw all sorts of friends. Our friends came over from Australia. We went away for a night with them up to Dartmoor. Had some lovely meals out. We went to the theatre to see Rick Stein, which was really good. Yeah, just a really nice but busy few days. So yesterday was much needed, a nice quiet day. I've just been to the post office. It's 9:15. I'm glad I got to the post office just before it opened, because by the time I left, the queue was halfway down the shop. I'm now on my way to go to have a walk round the lake. That, if you've watched me for a while, you'll remember the lake walk that I used to do quite regularly. I've not done it for quite a long time, but my leg where I fell over in the garden last week, it was fine for a few days and it's sort of seized up again. It's almost like it's a real tight, painful feeling down the back of my calf. Sorry, I'm aware that there's nothing more dull than people going on about their ailments. Very aware. But it's really painful, and I tried sort of pretty much resting it yesterday and it hasn't made much difference. So I'm going to just go and walk around the lake and see if that loosens it up at all. I've taken 2 ibuprofen this morning, but it hasn't really done anything for the pain, so I'm not very much looking forward to it, I won't lie. It's sunny this morning, although it did rain all night, and it is due to rain again this afternoon. Let's not even talk about the weather over the Easter weekend. We haven't had a single day where it hasn't rained. Some days almost all day, and let's not talk about it, she says, and proceeds to talk about it. But my God, the weather's appalling. Today's the 2nd of April. Let's hope that April is going to be better, although the 10-day forecast currently doesn't indicate it is. But as it's sunny this morning, as I feel like I need to stretch out my leg to see if that will help, I'm going to go and do that while it's not raining, and then I'm going to go home. And yeah, very much a worky few days now. I've got to get, although I'm out with Kirsten tomorrow, going to meet Kirsten in Exeter, but the rest of this week is going to be work, because I've got quite a lot to get done. So yeah, that's this week's plan. Got to the lake and half the path's bloody closed. I don't know what they're doing, but lots of building work going on. Not nice. I don't know why they need to do stuff around here. Why can't they just leave it? It's the countryside. Apparently some of the work is dredging the lake. I've just seen something about a dredging pipeline. No idea why or any reasons for that, but there we are. Look at the baby ducklings, how cute. Well, the kill or cure walk was definitely more kill than cure. I've just messaged Kirsten to say, I don't think I can walk around Exeter tomorrow. Could we meet somewhere with a car park for lunch? Because honestly, it's so painful. I can't, again, I don't want to go on about my ailments. There's nothing more boring, but walking definitely wasn't the one. It definitely hasn't improved it. It's made it twice as bad as it was to start with. So yeah, resting I think is going to be the way forward, and just hobbling around the house to do what I need to do in the meantime. Anyway, let's begin the week with a giveaway. For some reason this month, Glossy Box have sent me 2 of their monthly Glossy boxes, so I thought I'd give one away. So I'll show you what's in it. I've opened it already to check that they were the same, but they were. It's quite a nice one, this, actually. It's got an eyeshadow brush in it. I won't open it up because it's sealed, but it's quite a nice sort of do a bit of everything brush. You can use it to shade, you can use it to blend. It's a Spectrum one, and it says Rock and Glam on it, and it's called a smoky shader. We've then got some of this ISO Clean makeup brush cleaner, which is always useful. It's a little spray one, quite a nice size. We have also got a Peter Thomas Roth cucumber hydrating mask. Lovely brand that. They do some really nice stuff. So that's nice, good size for popping in your makeup bag as well if you're going away. And then a very nice looking Bella Pierre bronzer. Sorry, you're I'm reflecting you back there, aren't I? It's a mineral bronzer and it's a loose one and it's got a little bit of shimmer in, so really nice for the summer and a good size again. It's not quite a full size, but plenty in there. And then this, which I've already tried out from mine, which is a cream eyeshadow. In fact, I've got it on today. It's really nice. It's a sort of very neutral one and done shade. And I put it on yesterday actually to try it out over a, I can just open the box actually to show you. To try it out over an eyeshadow primer, and it wore really well. Usually cream shadows are a little bit creasy on me, but this wasn't bad at all. So that's the colour. I won't undo it. Again, it's got a little bit of shimmer in it. Really nice, one and done. Just smear it over your eye and you're done with a bit of mascara. Sort of shade for summer. So if you would like to win the Glossy box, you need to be subscribed to my channel, and you need to leave me a comment stating on this video, stating that you would like to win it, and I will pick the winner in a couple of weeks. So that in that box there, I think I still have a code for Glossy box. So if you want to subscribe to get a monthly surprise box of goodies, I will leave that in the description box in case anybody's interested. I think I'm right in saying I've got a code. If I haven't got one, I won't be able to leave it in the box. But 12 o'clock, how is it 12 o'clock already? I've been doing some eBay stuff. I've just made myself a coffee. I made myself a coffee in my octopus mug. I've just freed the tortoise from his box. He has a big cardboard box that we feed him in the morning. Oh God, he's gone to get the cat food. Hang on a sec. As I was saying, we leave the tortoise in the cardboard box to feed him by the window. It's a big cardboard box. In fact, I can show you. There it is, down there. That's half of it. And he doesn't really like being caged in a box, but he's a creature of habit. And we know that shortly after we feed him, he generally does his business, and much better in the cardboard box than somewhere in my lounge. I can't wait till it's time for the tortoise to go outside really, but it's still far too cold at the moment. But yeah, so we wait in there. I mean, it's easier to clear it up off cardboard than it is off the carpet. So once he's done that, I let him out of the cardboard box, and I've just let him out, and he's headed off to the kitchen to investigate what's in there. And so it rains and rains and rains. It's about 6 o'clock and I feel quite low. And I think it's between a painful leg and the weather, just not good at all. I've had to cancel my trip to Exeter with Kirsten and rearrange. We're going to go for lunch, so I don't want to not see her, because it's probably the last time I'm going to get to see her before she moves. And yeah, I really wanted to not cancel, so we're going to meet up and just have lunch at Dance Farm, which is a place sort of the other side of Exeter, quite near Kirsten. Just to see each other, but I won't have to do walking, or not so much. It's got a car park right there. So yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow rather than a day out in Exeter, because honestly I can hardly walk around the house. It's just ridiculous. So I have been trying to rest it as much as possible. Not very successfully. I've been doing quite a lot of work today. I got quite a lot of work stuff done, but it is just dark and dull, and the constant rain is really starting to get me down. It's really starting to make me feel low, even having been out and got some fresh air this morning. Just looking out at that miserable bloody weather. Honestly, I'm sorry, I know I'm going on about the weather. I promised myself I would do a clothes declutter this week, and it's 6 o'clock and it's literally the last thing I feel like embarking upon right at the moment. So don't think I'm going to do it. I might just do my cardigans. Just to make a start. Honestly though, I feel like doing nothing. I feel like the most boring vlogger in the whole world. Because I've got no energy, no enthusiasm, no motivation. And those are not good things for being a vlogger, are they? Dinner is nice, easy when we're having one of those chicken kebab things from Aldi. I've shown them to you before, but they were originally recommended by a viewer, and Ashley and I both love them. It's peri peri chicken, sort of on a stick, but you take the stick out. I'm having mine with sweet potato fries. Ashley's having just the regular thick cut chips. I don't like those so much. I'm having sweet potato fries, and we're having some stir fried broccoli with that as well, or steamed broccoli, can't remember. Good morning, it's Tuesday. No, it's not, it's Wednesday. See, that bank holiday thing that messes up all the days, that's happening. This is the second time I've recorded this because I feel grumpy this morning and don't want to come across as grumpy on camera. So, the weather update, no improvement due. Leg update, maybe a tiny improvement, but it's still very, very painful. Plan for today, I've just dropped Ashley off. He still hasn't got a car. Hopefully that's going to be resolved one way or the other later on today or tomorrow possibly. I've dropped off my parcels. I've been and picked up a book from the library. I'm just on my way home now. I'm going to do a bit of work and then I'm meeting Kirsten for lunch at Darts Farm. Looking forward to seeing her. And then just really trying to rest my leg as much as I can, because when I got up this morning, again, it was sort of okay, and then as soon as I start walking on it, it's painful again. So yeah, it just feels like it needs some rest. I don't know. Anyway, right, I've just made myself a cup of coffee. It's 11:10. I need to leave here at about past, because I need to put petrol in the car and pop into Home Bargains for a couple of bits, including ibuprofen. Must remember to get those today because I forgot yesterday in Co-op. I think I said that on here, I can't remember. My mind is not working at its full capacity, let me tell you. The tortoise, who you may be able to hear actually because he's rustling about down there in his box. He's got a shoe in there which he thinks is another tortoise. He loves to climb in and out of the shoe. Tortoises love to climb, so it's sort of a bit of tortoise enrichment, the shoe. That's why that's in there with him. Hopefully the weather will warm up enough very soon so he can go outside. He could certainly go outside during the days when it stops raining and gets a little bit drier and a few degrees warmer, and we'll bring him in at night. But yeah, in the main part of the summer he'll be out all the time. I picked this book up from the library this morning. I'm hoping that I enjoy it more than I enjoyed the Matthew Perry one. I watched a documentary with Pamela Anderson in it a year or so ago and really enjoyed it actually, so she seemed really interesting, not like you imagine she'd be. So I'm hoping that I'll enjoy it. I've just arrived to meet up with Kirsten at Darts Farm. The car park is absolutely packed. I feel like that might be a queue to get into the restaurant for lunch. Kirsten is here. Hello Kirsten. It's the bougiest farm shop ever. Look at the artichokes, lovely. Oh, they've got those weirdly shaped tomatoes that you get in Spain. So nice. Onions on a string. They'd be more expensive than normal onions because they're on a string. So bear in mind our conversations about olive oil that we've been having over the last couple of weeks. They've got lovely olive oil in ceramic things with cactuses and lobsters and stripes and octopuses. I like the octopus one, and fish, but it's how much? What did you tell me? 20. Oh my god, if you have the bottle as well, it's $44.99, and if you just want to refill the bottle that you already bought last time, it's $19.99 for half a litre. I think I need to sit down after. I won't be buying any, spoiler alert. I am laughing at this card. It says, how to find out if you're old. Fall down. If people laugh, you're young. If people panic, you're old. I'm obviously old, as the BT man panicked last week. I love this part of Darts Farm. All the lovely homeware and books and cheese. Oh my goodness, a cheese book. I feel the need for a cheese book now.
Portrait of British cheese.
Oh, that's a proper coffee table book, isn't it? I feel like I'm more into eating cheese than reading about it. Found fleas and fancy fauna. Try saying that when you've had a couple of gins. Cheese making at home. I don't think I want to make cheese. The joy of wild swimming. Wild swimming is very fashionable at the moment, isn't it?
I say no.
Having a moment.
I'm not going as well.
No, far too cold for me. Look at the stationery. Oh my goodness me. I really need this notebook. When I say need, I mean want. Oh look, aren't they lovely? Oh, lovely thing. This looks very Emma Bridgewatery, doesn't it? I don't think it is. Is it? Perhaps it is. It is Emma Bridgewater. That's why it looks like it. What's in it?
It's just a blank book.
Oh, that's pretty,
Isn't
isn't
it
it?
gorgeous?
Oh, look, it's a little bit embellished as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels nice as well.
But they've got so many different ones.
The little ones as well. That will fit in your handbag. So lovely. Look at the cute baby wear. Look at that little baby grown with whales on. How cute is that? Oh, and there's one with octopuses. I'm sure they didn't have baby grows this cute when Will was a baby. The dresses as well. I'm sure it's all horribly expensive. We're in the children's area and we're looking at, is it Angelina Ballerina or someone? So it's a little soft toy dressed up as a ballet dancer. It's like a wardrobe, the case she's in, with another couple of dresses hanging up. It's only made of cardboard, I think, yeah. And it's £72. I just made Kirsten guess how much it was. She said it's probably about 50 quid, but that's a lot of money. Are people spending 72 quid on that? Yeah, because I won't see Kirsten again. Until we're meeting up in Birmingham once a year. Is our plan?
That's our plan, yeah. We're going to get a train, meet up in Birmingham, have a few
halfway.
drinks.
Yes.
Do some shopping.
Stay overnight because it's a long
Definitely.
way. Yeah. So, say goodbye to Kirsten. Ashley is very proud of his mushroom. We bought one of those kits from a garden centre for growing mushrooms. This is Ashley's oyster mushroom.
Which would have cost £3 at Tesco's, has only cost 20 quid and hours of work.
But it was great fun. We haven't got. It's got. We were expecting there to be. Ron's sneezing under there. You all right, Ron? We were expecting there to be some growing out of these other things as well. There's 6 holes, I think. But as yet, none. But this one's about ready to harvest. I can't believe how quickly it's grown. On Saturday, it was tiny. It was so lovely to catch up with Kirsten, and I felt a bit sad when we parted company, but we'll keep in touch. So that's the main thing, isn't it? It's about 6:15. Just coming up to 6:15. Just taking my boots off. And I've been working mostly since I got home, and I did catch up on last night's Married at First Sight Australia, which was a good one. But I have just got all my cardigans out because, as I was saying to you yesterday, I need to clothes declutter. Haven't done it since. Did a big one. When was that? Was that last autumn? And I try and do them twice a year, but I just haven't got it in me to do the whole lot at once. It just feels like a step too far. So I've got my cardigans out, so I'm going to go through them. This first one that's going, I got from a charity shop last year, and it ended up in my wardrobe rather than being resold because I liked it, and I'll just put it on. And I'm thinking, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know why I thought I would like this. So that, hang on, let me put it down a bit so you can see what they look like. So that is going. Still got the charity shop tag on it, so that can be sold. I'm going to put these on my Vinted or my eBay. I will link my Vinted down in the description box if anybody wants to go and have a look at it. This one, this is from Yours Clothing. This is a short sleeve cardigan. I love the colour of this. It's really summery. But I've never worn it. I don't think I've worn it even once. And I don't know really what I bought it for. It's got this really nice braid. I like it, but I think because it's short sleeved, it kind of doesn't layer well. I don't know. I mean, maybe over a sleeveless dress or something. But the colour didn't. I just bought it because I wanted to buy something. I remember the day I bought it. I was in, wanting to say Bristol, with Faye, and I just wanted to buy something, and I bought that, and I haven't hardly ever worn it, maybe once, so that's going as well. This is a Primark cardigan of dreams. I'm going to end up with no cardigans. In a beigey colour. It's a lightweight knit. It's not really a cardigan of dreams. They became known as cardigans of dreams because I really liked them for quite a while. I don't really like them anymore. Just doesn't feel nice. So it's long line. It's got pockets. There's everything nice about it, but it's just not me anymore. We're doing well at getting rid of stuff. This is the turquoise one I got from Shein this year, which I adore. Big and baggy, long knee length with big wide sleeves. Hasn't worn that well, but lovely colour, and I will continue wearing it. That's my Matalan cardigan that I got this year, this sort of oatmeal-y colour. That's quite a nice one, so I'll be keeping that one. This is my 2 cardigan, my full length sort of maxi cardigan, which I've worn and worn and worn this winter. That's definitely staying. That's a Marks and Spencer cardigan from last year, quite a heavy weight one. I've got this in lilac as well. I haven't worn the blue as much as the lilac this year, but that's definitely staying. We've got a white one here. That's a George one. I feel like a white cardigan is quite a useful thing to have, although have I ever worn it? I don't know. It's got like this braid around the bottom, which is quite nice. I mean, 3/4 sleeve. I don't think I love this either. I think somebody will get far more use out of that than I will. And yeah, it's quite a nice cardigan. I feel like it doesn't fit me that well, so that one can go. We're doing well. What is this green one? God, I forgot I had that. That's really nice. That's a sleeveless one from New Look. Lovely for layering. That would go well with this, actually. Really nice and long. That goes down. I'm going to get a weird angle now. That goes right down like that. I really like that. I can see, this is what happens when you have so many clothes. You forget what you've got. Very pleased with that find. I feel like I've got a new cardigan now. I might hang that one actually, rather than wearing it, or rather than putting it back in with cardigans. This is a black one that I've had. I think this is Shein or something. It's inside out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Shein. Haven't worn this at all this year. Don't even remember what it looks like. It's sort of almost like a crochet pattern. I've just got to go and look in my mirror over here. No, I don't think I want that anymore either. I tell you what, if I get rid of this many clothes in all my different sections, I'm going to be doing well. This is, oh, that's my grey poncho from Roman. What's that doing in the cardigan department? That didn't ought to be in the cardigan department. This is a really soft cream. It's a Primark loungewear cardigan that I sometimes wear if I've got my pyjamas on and I need another layer on top if I'm using them as loungewear. So that's quite a useful one. I tend not to wear that during the day, really. That's very much an in-the-house cardigan. Well, that's good, isn't it? I've got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All going on my Vinted. If anybody's interested, I'll link it down below. Right, spag bol out the freezer for dinner. I'm looking forward to that. Good morning, it's Thursday. Welcome to an unusual corner of my lounge that I don't often film in. There's a reason for that, which will become apparent shortly. As I said, it's Thursday. The day started cloudy. The day then became sunny. That was an exciting 20 minutes. The heavens then opened and it poured down. I think it's still raining at the moment. Yes, it does look as though it is. That sort of sideways, windy, blowing rain. So that's nice. I was just thinking, I wonder when the last 24-hour period was in South Devon where it didn't rain. I think it's probably months rather than just weeks. And I know going on about the rain is boring, so I'm going to stop. Let me show you this new thing that I have been sent. I have been wanting to make myself a reading corner for ages and ages, and I have been sent the most lovely reading chair, which has prompted me to create a reading corner. I've only just got the chair in the last couple of days, so it's currently only a chair. But look at this loveliness. I'm going to show you what it does to start with, and then I'm going to show you where it's intended to be, because although it's here at the moment, this is not its final resting place, so to speak. But it is the comfiest chair ever. It's from a company called Flexi Spot, and it's funny. My mother, if she is watching this, will be laughing, because she has chairs that do this, and I call them old people chairs. I've done it for years, ever since my dad was at house. He used to say, oh, you enjoy your old people chairs, but you know what, they're so comfy. And look, it does this. My feet come up, the back goes back. Oh, it's just delightful. Honestly, I can't tell you how nice it is. I've got my very own old people chair, as I would call it. It's got little buttons on the side that do that. It's faux leather. It's squishy and soft and comfy, and I think it's quite stylish as well for one of these types of chairs with the sort of reclining back and rising footrest. It's also got, where the buttons are down here, a little USB charger, so you can charge your phone or your iPad while you're sitting in your chair. So I'm going to have a little coffee table down here and a stack of books here, and it's going to be my reading corner. In the future, at some point, I'm going to be moving it. It's probably a little bit dark, but you get this, that I'm filming from the back of my lounge, looking onto the window at the front, and that table there, this one here, I sometimes get asked why I've got two dining tables in my lounge. That one is actually a pool table, or snooker, pool, I think, that we had as a dining table in our last house and in this house before we got the other dining table, which is, I can't turn you very easily on this, there. But that is going to be going elsewhere, that table, eventually. So we've got a plan. I'm a woman with a plan, and when it goes, I'm going to have my reading nook just there in the window, so I can sit on my armchair, my reclining armchair, and look out at the view. Hopefully a better view with less rain than it is today, and sit and read there. So for the moment though, my reading nook is here on my lovely new chair from Flexi Spot, which I cannot tell you how much I like it. I've just realised the label's still on the back. I must cut that off. As I said, it was sent to me, it was gifted, but it's a really good price. So if you're in the market for a comfy, cosy chair, I will put all the info down in the description box. And I can definitely say that it's reasonably priced and it's very comfy. I love it, really love it. Even Ashley quite likes it. Good morning, it's Friday. I haven't put my makeup on yet. It's a busy morning here. Look, we've got new skips arriving. A mini skip now, because we're nearly at the end of it. And the old skip going. That's the second skip from one bathroom renovation. Madness. Absolute madness. Anyway, that's happening. And also, look who else is here today. It's the open reach man. In fact, two open reach vans and a cherry picker, and they're threatening to get me online with my new broadband today. So that's quite exciting. There we are, you probably need to go a little bit higher up. I'm putting on some makeup, despite the fact it's 25 past 11, now it's 10 past 11, and I am basically going nowhere today, I don't think. I might go to Home Bargains a little bit later, but not till considerably later. It has been a couple of days. I have not felt... Yesterday, I think I spoke to you in the morning, didn't I? And I didn't pick up the camera again after that. I have felt low this week. I think it's a combination of my leg, the weather, tiredness, those three mostly. In fact, yeah, those three. I think it's my leg is still painful. I've taken ibuprofen this morning, so it's not so bad. It gets worse through the day. Yesterday I went out to, I literally walked from the car park at Ashley's office to the post office, which is maybe 50 yards and back, with 2 bags of parcels, back to the car, and then I went to Sainsbury's and walked around Sainsbury's. I only needed about half a dozen things, so I wasn't there very long. My leg was really painful by the end of that, but when I rest it, it seems okay. So, I mean, that would indicate that resting it is the way forward, isn't it? But I'm sick of it feeling like this. It's really starting to get me down, but it's only been a week, or a week and a day. No, a week, I think. Something like that since I fell. So, as I guess the older we get, the quicker or the longer it takes us to mend, doesn't it, after we fall all over the place. So yeah, there's that. I've had 2 very bad nights of sleep. I've been awake in the middle of the night, waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, not getting back to sleep till 4:30, 5 o'clock. I do sit up and I should read, but I've been watching stuff on my iPad instead, which probably doesn't help either. But I don't feel like I've got the concentration span to read a lot of the time at night. And I'm reading I'm back to reading the Cazalet's series, the Elizabeth Jane Howard series, and they're quite, they're not super quick and easy reads, so I find them quite hard to, if I don't have my foundation brush, it's there waiting to be washed. Yeah, I don't find them the easiest to pick up at night and just read. Also, I'm reading them in paperback and not on my Kindle. I find my Kindle easier to read in bed. And yeah, there's all sorts of excuses, but probably. Also, I tried those CBD drops last night, but I tried them before I went to sleep. I mean, I don't really have a problem falling asleep. Have I shown you the CBD? Look at me pointing at you. Have I shown you the CBD drops? I think probably not. I will do so in a minute. I think I mentioned them in last week's video that I'd been sent them, and I was thinking of trying them for sleep. They are specifically meant to be good for sleeping. I do not have a problem falling asleep. My problem is waking up in the middle of the night and all the worries of the world arriving in my brain and vying for space and going, think about me, and God, everything you worry about feels so much worse at night, doesn't it, in the wee small hours, as they say. It does to me anyway, and I think from reading your comments, a lot of us feel like that. But I only read a comment yesterday from somebody who said she worries at night. She thinks that worrying about her mum, who's elderly, keeps her up at night. So yes, I think a lot of us are in the same boat with worrying at night time. And last night I was worrying about full fibre broadband. I was thinking about them coming to do the cable between the 2 poles, and thinking, God, I hope they don't take the old cable off, because that means I'll be without internet. What if it goes wrong? And yada yada yada. And I mean, I know no internet is first world problems, but obviously both my businesses, my eBay and my reselling, are run online, and I couldn't be a whole weekend. It would be difficult to be a whole weekend without internet. But yeah, first world problems, I know. Anyway, on the subject of the broadband, they have now installed my full fibre broadband. I now have full fibre broadband. It's only been 60 something days, so but every single Openreach engineer who's come around has been absolutely lovely and so courteous and so helpful. I have nothing but good stuff to say about Openreach as a company. They're not brilliant at answering emails, but they are. The people who come around to your house and do stuff are very, very good and very, very nice. So yay for that. Yeah, so between my bad leg, my sleeping, and the bloody weather, I mean, even the young guys from BT this morning would go, God, isn't the weather blimmin' awful? You know, there was a thing on the radio, no, the local news this morning on the telly. Ashley shouted, I was in the office and he was watching the morning news, and he said, they're saying on the news that even the cows are getting depressed because of the weather, which made me laugh. I mean, I'm assuming it was some sort of joke, but perhaps not. Perhaps the cows are getting depressed. But yeah, the dreadful weather really is. We love to talk about the weather, don't we, in Britain? But it really is appalling. But yeah, so for all of those reasons, I felt very low this week, so I haven't felt massively like picking up the camera and being jolly. But I do feel better today, tired but better. Perhaps it's because it's nearly the weekend, and I'm trying to not I don't feel as though I've been very productive. Certainly my productivity and motivation levels are really tied up with how I'm feeling. I think it's probably the same for anyone, isn't it? Really tied up with how I'm feeling in myself at any given time. And I feel like I haven't been particularly productive. My mind feels disorganised, and that never helps me feel, you know, maintain a positive outlook. But I want to have a good tidy round and sort and feel like I'm getting organised. That is how I want to get on with today. And the first thing, I haven't even made my bed, so I'm starting in here. I need to make the bed and sort out that sofa. That is going to be my first job, and I think I'm going to get a wash on. Literally no chance of drying it outside whatsoever, so I don't need to worry about the fact that I'm doing it halfway through the day. So yes, get some laundry on, tidy up my bedroom, and then perhaps stop for a cup of tea. Right, hair and makeup is done. Always feel better when I have my hair and makeup done. I am getting rid of this bottle. Every time I use it, it annoys me. It's meant to be a spray bottle. It's actually a squirt bottle. It has some sort of hair product in there. I use it just to, when my hair's already dry and I just want to style it a bit. But it squirts, it doesn't spray, it squirts. It's very definitely a squirt, so that is going in the bin. There you go, in the bin right now. Now let's do a quick before. This is what my sofa looks like, this is what my bed looks like. I am now going to sort it out. The CBD that I've been trying, that is just a bath oil, I think, which I don't have a bath, so I haven't been able to use that. But this is the night drops. You put 6 drops under your tongue, and it's meant to send you off to sleep, and it says you can either do it before you go to sleep or when you wake up in the night. So last night I tried it for the first time before I went to sleep. I did fall asleep well, but I don't have a problem falling asleep usually. What I need to do is try this. I didn't want to do it again or take it again when I woke up in the middle of the night, having taken it at 10 o'clock already. So I'm going to leave it by my bed and try it when I wake up in the middle of the night, and I will let you know how I get on with it. It's quite expensive, I think. I was sent this, but I will link it in the description box below, and I will obviously let you know how I get on with it in terms of will it send me back to sleep if I take it when I wake up in the night. So that's that. Right, let's pop those away, and then as you can see, look at my bed all tidy and sofa all tidy as well, so that's good. Let's move on to the next room that needs dealing with. I've just ordered some laces for my new Marks & Spencer trainers that I showed you in my recent Marks & Spencer video. I love the elastic laces. I'm big into elastic laces for all my lace-up shoes. I do like the elastic laces in trainers. I find it makes them so easy to pop on and off. And life's all about things that make life more simple for us, isn't it? It is for me anyway. Right, next job to tackle is the kitchen, which is not too bad. There's some bits to put away, a few bits to put in the dishwasher. I need to clear that up. Put away the clean stuff. Then on the windowsill, I really must throw away this crocus that completely failed. So I'm going to throw that away. I'm going to empty the bins. That is some leftovers from last night's dinner that needs to pop out for the birds. Yeah, just a few bits to do in here really. Right, the kitchen is not perfect, but it's a lot better, much improved. I've decided to take this, which is hand cream from Aldi, I think, bergamot, amber and vanilla. Paradise apparently, according to that. I kept it on the windowsill in here and I never ever use it, so I'm going to move it to the above the fireplace in the lounge so I can pop it on of an evening when I'm sitting in the lounge if I feel like it, see if it works better there. Also, I'm just about to do the lemon trick with the microwave, a bowl with half an old lemon in it, squeezed, and some water. Put that on high for 5 minutes, and then it will make the microwave really nice and easy to wipe out all the yuckiness from in there and give it a good clean. The next area that needs addressing is this dining room table that is very messy. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to deal with that after I've had a lunch break. I'm going to go and watch an episode of Grey's Anatomy and sit down and I had quite a late breakfast actually, so I'm probably not going to have anything to eat, but I definitely am going to have a break. It's many hours later. I did half clear the dining room table. I'm in my office and I've been sorting out my filing system this afternoon. Not loads of it, but I've just been redoing some of the labels and stuff in this drawer, and I've been using a new little mini printer that I got sent. It's so clever, I just thought I'd show it to you. Yeah, I like to make labels for all my files so I can see what's going on with them and where they are, and they're all nice and alphabetical. It's a very Virgo filing system. Yeah, just let me perch you and then I will show you, because it's quite clever. I feel like you're at an angle, but hopefully the camera will compensate. This is my little printer. How cute is that? It's about half the size of my hand. So easy as well to operate. It has a roll of paper inside it, and it's operated with an app that you put on your phone. It was also, when I saw I had an app, I was like, oh god, I don't think I can do this, it sounds complicated. But in actual fact, it was super easy. So I open my app, I put in the type of paper it is, it just gives you 2 different options. Then you get a screen like that, and you just double click to input whatever you want into the label, onto the label. I'm just going to put my name, just to use an example. So I've put Caroline Matthews down there, and it changes it to Caroline Matthews. Get my face out and it will show you. And then you can change the size of the font, and change what it looks like, and line it up left or centre and all of that sort of stuff. Like that, you see, and then I just click print down here, and as if by magic, it's printed. Then you've got a little cutting button here on the side of the printer. Cut it off with the cutting button, and there is my little sticker, and it's really easy to peel. You just sort of bend it in half, and the backing comes off in 2 pieces. Ta-da! And it's sticky, and you can stick it. You could do it. I'm thinking I might redo all my pantry jars in the kitchen, because I've got a sort of a pantry cupboard where I've got all my dried goods in jars. That's a bit out of date now, and a lot of what I had when I made my pantry cupboard I don't have now, and all the you've gone on a wobble again, haven't you? And all the jars are out of date. So all the labels are out of date, so I might redo those. But yeah, such a handy little gadget and super easy to operate. I don't like anything that's too complicated, and I like the smallness of this. It charges with a USB thingammy-bobby like that. But I just thought I'd show you that because it's quite good. I'll pop a link down in the description box in case anybody's interested. Well, it's about, what time is it? 16:41. I've got to pick Ashley up from work at 5:30, and hooray, hooray, now the skip has been changed for a smaller skip and moved over to one side. It means that Ashley can get his car out of the garage, or his other car out of the garage, so that the other one's still being mended. They're waiting for parts. But means that I won't be able to run him round next week, so that's nice. I think that's it for this week. I feel like it hasn't been the best week, but the weather is still absolutely vile. It's so windy. It's not actually raining, but it's dark, thick, low cloud and windy. And you don't need me to tell you about the weather. Why do we need to discuss that? She says, as though you're discussing it, not me. Yes, that is it for this week. Next week is going to be a better week. Next week will be a good week. We're back to normal in terms of a 5-day week next week. I think everything's pretty normal here. So I will look forward to seeing you then. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.